All right, have we?
I think
Are we live?
we're almost there, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. We are live. All right. How exciting. Hello,
All right.
everyone. Wait, I don't think our video is showing up just yet. Okay, we are in draft, actually. There we are. All right, so we have Ignition versus La Espada here. I am Gosu Fei, joined here by Zero Kills.
Hey.
Yeah. And we have a very exciting matchup for you guys. It's one I'm really looking forward to. Zero Kills, what is your opening thoughts on this matchup here?
Well, I know Ignition coming off from a hot win off of who they just faced. Was it hot? I know their top laners is feeling spicy after that game, so I'm
For
looking
sure.
forward to it.
For sure. I think I am personally really excited to see how this draft unfolds. One thing that I do know from talking to Complex a lot is he prides himself in his draft prep a little bit. So
Yeah, he really does.
I'm curious to see what unfolds here. We see a Karthus ban to start us off. I imagine that's targeted towards Kip. Would you say so?
Carter's ban coming out first round for IGN.
Oh, and there is the Ari ban in response to that.
An Ari ban, that's interesting to me.
I do know that we saw even as Steven pop off last week and followed right back with a bottom lane ban with Tristana. And man, we are flying through here.
Yeah,
It
these
really
bans are going out quick.
these guys really seem to know, like they put the prep in, they know what they want to do here. With the Nocturne ban. Very interesting.
Yeah, after that, after last game, Nocturne just popped off on their team. I know they just don't want to deal with it again.
So for if I were new to the league and very unfamiliar, because I do have some knowledge with La Espada, what do you think Ignition is going to be targeting in this draft here?
Seems like they're just targeting Kip and the Tristana flex. LE has been known to pull out the Tristana every single game, so just a worthy ban for them.
Yeah, definitely. Taking away that flex power is definitely strong, and we do actually see
the
first pick Sivir. And now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't I believe Ignition did that last week as well, and the answer right back with the Varus and the Volibear. Very interesting.
That's huge. Coming out with the ADC into a flex pick in the Volibear, that's
That's really interesting. Yeah, so that you're right. That could be either jungle or top lane Volibear here. And now we finally have it. The draft slowing down a little bit here. We can catch up and kind of see what do you think they're going to take with these next two picks here?
Well, I feel like they're going to need some tank shred for that Volibear. The Sivir is not going to be enough.
Ooh, we actually see Diana.
A Diana pick?
Is that a flex pick between Diana jungle and mid, or that?
Yeah, Diana can still be flexed, but is not as good in the mid lane anymore.
Okay.
From what I know about it.
So more than likely, we're looking at a jungle Diana here in the Nautilus. Okay. I know Nautilus is going to provide a lot of appeal and a little bit of a secondary engage tool there for IGN.
Yeah. Nautilus is huge against this Varus pick because he's a mobile ADC.
Good point.
Point and click CC. That's the game here.
Definitely. I'd be really interested to see what the answer from support. We probably expect a support pick here, right? Now that both bottom laners are showing from IGN.
Looking for probably another engage pick from Mumu Milk. We could see the Maokai again. We could see a Karma and Enchanter.
A pure poke lane. That is actually going to be very annoying for that lane to deal with between Varus and Karma. How do you think that's going to work out?
I feel Sivir gets free spell shields off that Karma kill, and if she can dodge out the Varus, I feel like this lane could go, pretty well either way. Pretty much just a farm lane is what I'm thinking of.
You think it's a farm lane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Farm lane till mid game, the Nautilus just press R.
And we see a Mundo ban here in the second phase. Answer
Band
back
coming
with
out
a
from
set.
LE with a set band coming out from IGN. So now they starting to target the top laners here.
Definitely, definitely. I'm really curious to see now that we saw a great performance last week from even as Steven on the Ari. What does he answer back with now that's banned? What do you think are we going to see from the mid lane of Ignition?
Well, we still don't know what this where this Diana is going. So I feel
True.
like they could pick their top laner here, or they could pick their mid and just a safe mid, and then just go with a counter pick top. That's what I could see from LE.
I could see that as well. Definitely the Camille ban. I
Camille
really
ban.
like that ban. I personally believe that Camille is one of the strongest top laners in the current state of League of Legends that's just often forgot about.
Yeah, it's definitely a target ban for their for IGN's top laner. He is technically a Camille one trick.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, and
So
Camille
we
would actually be really good for IGN if it was.
it looks like La Espada are saving their counter pick for the
Yeah,
top
for
lane
the top
here.
lane, picking up the Anivia against. We'll see. We'll see what IGN plans here, but Anivia is definitely has a good safe pick that I was thinking of.
I do like the Nivea pick personally. We're looking at a comp that really has to walk into them.
Answered with a Lux.
That's
Huh.
very interesting.
That is very interesting. I've never seen a Lux in this league.
And the
Besides from our fair mod, Secret Thief, that pulled it out twice and won. So shout out to Secret Thief.
and we're picking Malphite into Quinn.
This is
Okay.
actually a really good draft by LE. Actually,
Yeah.
if this Malphite can get out of lane against this Quinn, I feel like they just have so much engage on them.
Yeah, I really do feel that way. I think the Lux pick really it puts a big question mark over my head. Yeah, you're able to farm and poke away the Nivea and kind of answer poke for poke and
Yeah,
try and stand in there tough, but I just don't know how they're going to stay alive outside of laning phase.
I feel if this Lux can survive, I feel like this game could go either way mid game.
I
So
think
it is a Diana jungle, by the way. So
okay,
that's a lot
okay.
of engage for the 2v2 skirmish. But
So zero
overall,
kills.
I see this Anivia Volibear winning this 2v2.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. What do we know about Vainglorious? Because it does look like La Espada is missing Foja, and from what I understand from
Oh,
La Espada, Foja is one of their better players. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not sure if higher point value. I know Complex speaks very, very highly of Foja, but we now have Vainglorious here. Is the sub part of the reason why we saved the blind pick top lane to the last pick? Do
That's
you
what
think
I'm
that's a
guessing.
possibility?
So yeah, from what I know of Vainglories, he's either a Fiora picker or a Malphite picker. That's like all I've seen out of him. But I didn't expect Vainglories to be playing, but I guess Foja had a bit of difficulties.
Very interesting. I think for a big point of contention here for myself, just being a support main, is I'm really locked in on this bottom lane. I think that the Sivir and
Wait,
Nautilus are going to have a really hard time dealing with the poke from the Varus Karma and being shoved in. What are your thoughts on that?
yeah, I think they're gonna get shoved in early, definitely. But I feel like once Sivir gets her spell shield, that's just free mana for her.
Okay. You don't have any worries about Varus or Karma cycling their spells so much faster than the spell shield will come up?
If my boy Ignite can play the lane right, I mean it's just free mana lane for him, and he just free farms the wave.
Definitely, definitely. I think overall, I do agree with you. I really like this draft from La Espada. It really seems like they came in here with a clear cut plan as far as what they wanted to take it and taking the ADC first, answering ADC versus ADC pick. We've
Yeah,
seen Ignition take the Sivir in the first uh, round of their draft a couple weeks here now, I believe.
yeah.
So,
Ignite. They don't really have a bad draft either.
mhm.
Like they picked Diana for the flex. We don't know where this Diana going. They picked Nautilus for the engage. Um, so overall, I mean, I like both drafts. But I do favor a lot of Spada a bit more for this Anivia Malphite pick. Like if they had a different pick, if IGN had a different pick than Quinn, I would have seen IGN like a bit favorable, but I'm not sure. I'm just liking Ellie's more.
And yeah, I think I completely agree with you. I'm a little concerned about La Espada. I think they do have to come into mid game relatively even. If they come into mid game behind in items, it could be pretty devastating. That's a lot of damage, a lot of burst coming from the Ignition team. Now that I look at it, between the Lux ultimate and the Diana can combo very well. Um, I'm really curious to see. I think a lot is going to hinge on this early game.
If Diana can make it to mid game, I can see this Volibear getting set a bit behind because Volibear is like mostly a mid game champion. If this Diana can get ahead, I can see it going great.
Yeah, definitely,
But
definitely.
overall, Volley will always win the early game. That's just how the champion kits work.
It does. Volibear does bring a ton of a dive pressure
I
coming in
hate
with
that champion.
yeah, with just being able to disable the turrets alone, and then you think about it, what kind of follow up do you have there? You have the Verisar, you have the Malphite R. I think it this game becomes very hard at level 6 for IGN.
Definitely, I feel that. I feel the same way.
I think personally, from a support point of view, I would really be hating my life playing Nautilus into Karma Varus right now. You have to be very, very
Yeah,
careful
this
and really
this not
respect the
pick is
Karma
like
damage.
meh, but he's mostly just for mid game engage. That's all I see this
Yeah,
Nautilus for.
yeah. He does peel incredibly well too.
Yeah,
Gonna be
get this
very interesting.
Volibear off your ADC, and I get to see a lot of poke coming down from Lux and Sivir. But I don't know. I guess we'll see how the mid game goes with this Quinn pick. This Quinn can bully out this Malphite well. I can see it go differently for IGN.
Yeah, yeah, I really do see that as well. I think it's gonna come down to, because we have a lot of gank pressures from both teams, a lot of gank pressure coming from both teams here, right? Uh, I think the key point here is who's gonna have the push, who's gonna have the waves where they want it to be. Who I think that first person to misstep it and set the wave in a poor position for the enemy team is really gonna set your team up to win that early game. It's I think a lot will hinge on that. Very interesting drafts all around, though.
Going to pause.
Yeah, we are on the delay now. All right, we are in here. How exciting. I am so excited for this matchup here. Very curious to see off the start here if anything happens in the level 1 or if we just see a standard 5-point here. But we have all 5 members going into the top lane uh, from Ignition here.
Yeah, we see Ignite the Ice going in for a 5-man innovate on top side.
Kind of bunched up here. We do have the Malphite and the Tri-Brush. I really like the pathing here.
This Malphite is in a bad spot for his 5-point, and he's getting bullied out at the moment. Well, he just queues and speeds on out of there.
Really, I'm super curious why they didn't toss the ward in the brush and let Nautilus lead there. I feel like there's a little bit of a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
And now we have La Espada going in for the deep ward on the red buff, so they're going to know exactly where the jungler is starting.
Yeah, that early innovate getting punished as it should.
Absolutely. And no wards dropped on the opponent's red buff here from the early invade from Ignition. So it looks like
that
no.
raid seems out useless for Ignite for Ignitions.
So it is a red start here from Diana. La Espada are going to be completely aware of that, and I actually really like this starting red. Do you think there's a possibility that we see a red to blue here from the Volibear, the red to the blue side blue buff that is?
Well, they are seems they're doing opposite sides. Diana's going for the red Krugs, probably into Raptors, blue Gromp, Kip reversing it. Red Raptors, probably Wolves blue Gromp. He's probably looking to snowball this bot lane because his Karma can tether really well.
Absolutely, absolutely. It does look like Ignite the Ice and Astronautia do have the early push, and they may hit the level 2 before La Espada here, which I think should help them through this early phase. The hook does land from the Nautilus onto the Karma. Ignite the Ice following up with some strong damage.
Yeah, that's how the early game's supposed to be going. You get level 2 and you just engage with the Nautilus.
And we do see an early trade happening in the mid lane with actually the Lux winning that trade very hard, even with the electrocute from the Anivia.
Let me see Diana invading the Volibear. That is quite
very gutsy. Red buff on red buff battle here. Going for the blue buff. It looks like he is going to back out. No, we got Nautilus moving up into the blue buff area. We could have a fight. First blood, maybe.
We do have a fight.
Very. First blood going over to the Nautilus. Answered right back. And gets the flash out of the Nautilus as well. I'm not sure. Do you think that was worth for the first blood since it did go on the Nautilus and not on the Diana? Whereas
I don't think
Varus,
that's worth for either team.
Yeah. Varus has double buffs now, so you have a poke lane with double buffs and an early kill down bottom lane.
Yeah, that's gonna go on in like a good 3 minutes though.
Flash in
going in
from Vainglorious. Oh, it backfired. Quinn does trade the flash back, but that is a solo kill top. It looks like a misplay.
It was going
even
so
as Steven
well.
Fighting in a giant wave here. Does end up winning the trade though, and has the wave in a very nice position.
Yeah, this is a good freeze for mid lane. Or even, I mean.
And after the early fights, I just don't know if Volibear is going to be able to get to mid lane to help unfreeze that anytime soon. Diana working on the blue buff now. It looks like she is going to move towards that Scuttle Crab, take the top priority.
Yeah, in return, Kip seems like he's going for the counter jungle. Or nope, just going for the control ward.
Yeah, checks the chicken, sees that they're not up, leaves the control ward on the way out. Hopefully that'll give him some vision later on. Diana going in on the Malphite. That is a flashless Malphite she is fighting right now.
Yeah, that's probably just damage on a Malphite for Quinn to like bully him afterwards.
Absolutely. Great wall into a stun from the Anivia. Oh, we have action.
Gang. Going on to even.
Very nice roam from Mumu in the jungler there mid lane. Set up beautifully. As the wave was bouncing, the Lux had to step up and start farming, and a beautiful wall from Carnage.
Yeah, that was a beautiful follow up with Carnage's wall and Mumu speeding up his Volibear to get that gank in.
Yeah,
Looking like
yeah,
what you want to see out of this Karma Volibear
absolutely.
2v2.
I completely agree with you.
His standard farming going up top side.
We do see a CS lead for Ignite the Ice down in the bottom lane, 31 to 24 right now, and that Cole is stacking down to 69 stacks to go, and he will have that payoff.
It's kind of strange to me that Ignite the Ice is going for the Manamune build without getting Dark Harvest. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of that build. But I mean, maybe he's got something in store for us that I don't.
Maybe he will surprise us with something or another. Volibear is moving into the jungle now, checking the chickens again, sees that they are not up. So just a little vision, trying to scout out see where the Diana is. Another gank
going
on
for another gank.
That's a flashless Lux. Oh, and she is so vulnerable and goes down again.
Kip is sacking his camps just to camp his Lux, as he should really.
Absolutely. That is a flashless immobile mid laner who has to walk up and with the Nivea wall and the stun, it just seems free. It just seems there. Some interesting trades. Bottom lane is playing out exactly how you said so far, with mostly being a farm lane. Really, really would have liked to see Complex make more use of those double buffs earlier, but it's really hard to push in a Sivir.
I don't like this reset that they're doing with this drag up and you generally being bot side. I don't like this reset.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, it wasn't even a cannon wave, was it? So that
was a cannon wave.
Okay,
they're
it was.
backing on a cannon wave. It's kind of really int. And now they punish by rotating straight into Dragon.
Quinn is 6 now. She is going to be there very quickly, even without TP. The Luxalt going down, missing the damage, but does force the flash out of the Nivea, while La Espada are taking the first dragon. That back timing, like you said, maybe it played into that.
Yeah, when you're backing like that, you're missing the whole wave. You're missing the cannon wave. That's like not a good idea to back right there.
Yeah, I think I really like what you had to say about with Dragon being up. Now I do believe Red side is going to have the natural Dragon advantage, having the Dragon pit facing them rather than away from them.
Yeah, they get safer Dragon exit on Red side.
Jungler's starting the second round of buffs here. We got the Volibear, could blast cone over. We have a gank going down in the bottom lane.
Kid just now getting level 5.
Sivir all
could have
comes
been level
out.
6 for this.
They were out. The astronaut, he turns back in. The Verisalt does come down, but nothing seems to have come from it.
And
overall,
this dude just buffers himself out.
Oh, we might have another solo kill going on mid lane.
Mid.
The barrier going down from the Lux. The Diana coming from over the wall. Ults on the Nivea, forces the egg.
Flashless Nivea.
Flashless Nivea, and see if she gives the skill over. Know that ROTC is going to take it.
It's actually good to give the kills to Diana because she's the one that's going to be roaming around this map. Especially into this Malphite. I should be bullying this Malphite more often.
I do completely agree with that too, and it's interesting from the comp that they do have. It's going to be mostly, you think, the Diana forcing the engages, so having the gold on on the person who's doing damage and right in their face should be pretty good, wouldn't you think?
Mm-hmm. So I see them starting off this Rift Herald. That's a really good Rift Herald. Should give it topside for your Quinn.
Absolutely.
But she's just gonna hold on to it, I guess.
It's gonna hold it. It could have caught the Malphite on the back with the TP down. But instead opts to clear the buffs, clear her topside jungle, perhaps get a reset. I'm curious to see where this Rift Herald is going.
Well, if they know matchup, it should go to topside.
Oh, the full combo coming out of Lux. It looks like an even trade so far, but that is an Anivia with no egg. They got the Karma hovering her right now. Knows that she is safe in case a jungler does show.
Yeah, Karma's completely free to roam here because the bot side reset, so this Varus is going to be safe for another 10 seconds. So Karma could just do whatever she wants.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It looks like she is Mumu is retaking vision control of that bot side, which should be important with, I imagine, Dragon coming up very shortly.
Diana's just really hovering this mid. That's all she's been doing all game, just hovering the mid.
Yeah,
As you should. I mean, you really do want this Lux ahead, and she can definitely get you ahead against this Anivia.
Definitely. If you can get to Lux to the point where she's one-shotting it, the Quinn coming in on the Anivia right now with no flash, no egg is going to die. Is Diana near for Rift? No, but they are going to get that wave into tower. Looks like we might have some action going down in the bottom lane here as well.
That was a beautiful roam by Quinn. You know, she gets level 6 and then she just roams down.
Here comes the all-in. The Nautilus all going down the Varus into the hook.
There's the point and click CC for the mid game. Onto the Varus. Vainglory is TPs to run away.
We have the re-engage from Malphite here with the all. It looks like they are going to get the kill back on the Ignite the Ice. So we trade 80 carry for 80 carry in the extended trade.
Yeah, that should not have been a very good trade. Ignite had flash there. It doesn't flash the Malphite ult. It's kind of
Tifa
going
sad
back in. Looks like they want revenge for that point.
They definitely do. They said they are not done. Traveling over every pink ward in existence on the river, but they just really have no way to retake that vision control. That Volibear and that Karma just, it seems to be constantly roaming up.
Yeah, Quinn doesn't care about her lane anymore. As soon as you hit 6, you just roam onto this flashless Anivia.
Oh, there goes the flash. The tower is down. It forces a stopwatch from Lux. The stun on the Lux, and that is just Volibear doing Volibear things. Whoa, the 4-man Diana ultimate going down, but there's no follow-up with the damage. Did Diana flash there?
She did.
Yeah. So it's going to result in a loss of tower. And is that going to cause her Rift Herald to expire, or will she have enough time to get it on the map?
I think it's going to expire by the time she gets back up. She may have to use it as soon as she
very unfortunate.
Up, yeah.
And that is going to be Dragon going over to Espada as they move on over to that. They have pure vision control, leaving the Karma on the other side of the pit there as well.
Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking about re-engaging onto 4 people alone with Dragon coming up. It's kind of a weird play to me, but you know.
Definitely. It seemed like a desperation play. The ult looks so beautiful from Diana, but unfortunately, like, all her damage is dead. She doesn't have anybody else there. She's not at the item advantage where she can just 1v4 like that, even with such a beautiful ult.
Yeah, if anything, they could have saved that for the Dragon.
So Diana does actually get the rift on the map.
Oh, she runs straight top and uses it. Okay, so I was about 5 seconds off.
So we might actually see them salvage just a little bit. Looks like the Anivia gonna get all in by the Lux here.
She finally uses the top when she could have used it like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, definitely. It almost seems like they're desperate to take some gold back from what was lost, and being 2 Drakes down, they really want to get that first tower gold.
Yeah, they really want to snowball this Quinn as well. They do need this Quinn for the
Nautilus all going down on the Varus. It does look like Nautilus is going to get out safely, though.
Nautilus gets out, and they re-engage top. We couldn't see it, though. But Vainglory just gets out, home free. Probably just ults out.
Ignite the Ice Q starting to do a significant amount of damage. It definitely going to be one of... at this point, with the way mid lane has worked out and top lane, Ignite the Ice is definitely going to have his work ahead of him coming this mid and late game. I think they are relying on him for quite a bit of damage at this point.
Yeah, they will be, definitely.
I think it's interesting to note here that... I'm sorry?
Most of the damage is going to come from the Quinn as their ADC, because Ignite's going pretty much around.
Oh, the Volibear all goes down on the Lux. His stun goes down on the Lux. That is one dead Lux. Beautifully baited.
Every single time.
And through that all, we are actually still even at gold, 23.2k to 23.3k. This one might go down to the wire. Siveralt does come out of bottom lane.
This could be a dead Varus once again. That is
Varus does go down.
ADC. Feels bad.
Astronauty Gnar playing a good game on the Nautilus so far. It hit the hook right there on the ADC, the ideal target.
Yeah, he's doing his very best. And Quinn's doing really good on these roams. Really seeing the opportunity to get these roams off. And bot lane is definitely the way to go with the Sivir.
Very interesting. So we do see two large bounties. One bounty of 150 gold on the Volibear as he starts up the Rift Herald. It'd be the second Herald going down. They have complete top prior. That looks like that is going down. Then we do have a 200 gold on the bounty on the Anivia as well.
Yeah, after all them roams on the for this Anivia, it's definitely who can get their mid lane ahead this game.
Does seem that way, yeah. It's been quite the back and forth match of between jungle support and mid laner fights going back and forth. Who has the better engage? Who is one step ahead of each other?
I do see Varus going the right build, the lethality build, into these 5 squishies. No, it's not really gonna do much.
I do have to give excuse me, sorry. I do have to give Moo Moo Milk some props here. If you just look at the map right now, vision to vision, how many red wards do you see to blue wards? In a game where you have a Quinn that roams, wouldn't you think you'd put more priority on gaining that vision control?
Yeah, vision control would be ideal here. They do have good vision in the base. I mean, I'm guessing those are orbs. Yeah, they're using the orbs for their base. That's smart. That's smart of them for these quid roams.
Looks like
Like,
we
just
are
in case
having
he gets behind them or anything.
a lane swap coming out. Possibly a play going down in the mid lane here as the pings are going down on the Anivia.
They got the Rift Herald. They're gonna be using it bot lane, it seems.
Here comes the Diana. Gets speed boosted in. Siverall still going out. Huge ult from the Diana. Followed up by Nautilus. Complex does go down. The Varus.
Complex goes down instantly.
Malphite answers right back on the Quinn.
They just need to keep kiting this fight out.
Overall, 80 carry for one of 2 80 carries from Ignition. Pretty even fight. Actually, a lot closer than I expected.
In my opinion, I would call that a bad trade because I think Quinn had a shutdown. She had a 4 kill shutdown.
Yeah, you are right.
They go straight to the Malphite though.
That's
so
true.
That Malphite could just get even more tanky with that.
And Malphite did finish his mythic item off of that, even so he's sitting there with the Frostfire Fist and the Bramble Vest. Definitely not going to be taking any damage.
Yeah, picking Malphite into this type of squishy comp is definitely what you
We do
want.
have the Quinn solo invading, targeting the blue buff here. It looks like they are getting the vision back, and they are going to contest this third Drake. They definitely have prio. Caught La Espada on a back from the Karma.
They did. That's real good for them to go straight into the drag as soon as it comes out. They see them resetting, so you know that's just a free drag for them.
Definitely, and so we are going to see an a Cloud Soul this game with ultimate refresh timer that I imagine. Who does that really favor? Both teams can make use of that very well.
Yeah, both teams can make use of that. It really doesn't. I don't even care for Clouds in this game. Like if I was either team, I wouldn't care for Clouds, but I mean, I would say either team could get it.
Yeah. I think
farming for that Elder.
I have played Lux quite a bit, and Cloud Soul does feel really good. That ultimate cooldown on Lux, I'm sure she will be enjoying that.
Same for them for this for that Malphite and the Varus ults.
Very true.
That'd be very nice.
Very true.
But we see Karna's bot side. They're
Looks like we're going to have a dive from the Volibear. Alt does not come out just yet. Alt goes down now. Quinn coming back, going on the Nivea. Volibear does turn. And it looks like a 1-for-0 when it's all said and done. It might not be over yet.
definitely not over yet.
Oh,
tanky.
Nard does pop the egg on the Nivea. Astronauty Nard, that is. It looks like all said and done, they are going to be forced to give this turret. Still contesting, though. Huge ultimate from the Diana into the Lux ultimate. Going in on the Varus. Varus does go down.
Life of being immobile ADC. You just
Yeah. A well-placed Anivia wall with the Anivia ultimate does trade the kill right back, though.
Yeah, this Anivia is going really hard.
The Malphite ult's over. Perhaps a little bit too deep. Quinn's going to pop off here.
Quinn should be killing Moo Milk here.
Oh, but the exhaust from Moo Milk coming in clutch.
I feel Quinn just went on Moo Milk. It would have been a different fight.
I have to agree with you there. I feel like Quinn really should have. It seemed like everything was going perfect. Went right past the front line that was underneath the turret onto the two third HP squishy targets, and I don't know. Exhaust OP.
Yeah, Red Side definitely getting the better half of this.
We are 21 minutes in this game with the gold only 500 different between the two teams. Absolutely insanely close game. Who do you think is going to win this? Who do you think is going to pull this out?
I don't know, from what we've been seeing so far, I do favor a lot of Espada, pretty much. They do have a really good comp against them, against what they have, and they pretty much got ahead early. So I mean, I get to see it going their way, unless this Quinn gets unfocused.
Definitely, and I gotta give a little bounty alert. We have a 700 gold bounty on the Anivia right now with no egg and no flash.
They should be gunning for this Anivia as soon as she's on the map.
For sure. I wonder if that's being said in comms right now. Do you think that's something that's being talked about where, hey, Diana, maybe we need to be focusing this Anivia and not so much this Varus right now?
Yeah,
Flash
they've
coming
been
out
going
from
all on Varus. When this Anivia is just so big.
Terrorizing.
It seems like they're prepping for this Baron.
Yeah, blue team working for that vision control does force the flash out of Karma there, which is really nice. See if that does.
He's getting bullied a little bit, but he's fine.
He's farming.
Yeah.
Anyway, farm it's pretty much even across the board.
Overall,
give or take 10 CS.
Yeah, overall, I feel this Nautilus should be, and not with their ADC. This is just a farm. It's just a farm bot lane. There's no kill pressure, so Nautilus should just be roaming.
Do you think we're gonna start seeing Quinn transition it into more of a split pusher here now?
She could. Yeah, I would see she could. I would see she. Yeah, that's definitely viable.
Flash all on the Nivea. There's the focus.
There
3 ults going down on the Nivea. That is a huge shutdown. 700 gold going
Straight
right
up.
on over to that Lux.
Exactly who you wanted on.
Absolutely. That's gonna be. That's probably enough gold to finish the Lux Zonia's Hourglass. Especially that's gonna be key with their stopwatch already being blown as well.
It seems they punishing going straight into Baron.
Yeah, they know they invested 3 alts. Do you think this is a bait, or do you think they're gonna try and actually just finish the Baron?
I don't think Red Side can actually beat him. So yeah, they just run away.
That's interesting.
They're mostly just wanting to trade the Dragon for Baron. And I was just not having that.
I'm really curious why they think they couldn't have won the fight there. They know 3 ultimates are down, but they are back now.
They still want this Baron. Anivia does have TP. TP's into
the pit.
Into the pit. So that is 5 people on Baron.
Volibear ulting straight onto the Sivir. That is Ignite the Ice going down. Flash coming out of the Nautilus, going over the wall, and they're just going to turn right back on this Baron.
Yeah, they gun it straight for the ADC there.
In the meantime, Quinn does pick up the Cloud Dragon, but if they lose Baron here, I wouldn't say that's a fair trade. Big all coming from the Diana right onto the Karma. Not exactly the target.
Diana really trying her best here.
And Nivea just popping off right now. The Q, the E, terrorizing those
The R
tanks.
gets canceled. Poor Astronauty.
And the completion of the Baron with nobody dying. They're all so low. Quinn going back in.
Engage.
Right into Nivea stun. That is so sad.
Beautiful fight from La Espada. They
Yeah,
really played that well.
I agree with you. I like what I saw. They were really using their zone control, their zone mage with the Nivea wall and the ultimate and the stun to really just own that piece of territory and making it so difficult to be engaged on.
I feel like this Diana and Sivir just needs to start farming more often. Like their engages are key here.
Yeah, yeah. I think in that last fight, it's a little bit disappointing from the Diana to only get the solo all onto the Karma, and then Karma just RE, the shields up, and she's
Yeah.
walking away from you right after that. Red side starting to play around this bottom side. Flash goes in from the Volibear. Quinn does E over the wall,
Can
but
she
it
get
does
away?
not matter.
Carnage. Flash E's.
Lux blowing the combo on the Volibear. They are on the Anivia in the backline. Zonius comes out from Anivia. They might look to still turn this. Volibear alt going down. Into the Nautilus, or not the Nautilus, the Malphite there. Oh, great flash coming from Varus there. Dodges the Diana ultimate right into the return kill.
Yeah, that was a really tough fight. That looked really bad.
Overall, that's almost a clean ace there with just Nautilus surviving. This is, you'd think this is at least double inhibs.
Yeah, it's Nautilus against the world right now. I want to see him queuing right now.
He's undersea by himself right now.
Yeah. His name is Astronauty, but he's not using the astronaut skin.
No, that is kind of disappointing, right? Maybe possibly an int there.
That's a double hit going down for a lot of spot.
And we see La Espada doing the calculated thing, walking away, knowing not to overstay there, not to push another wave. Gonna go just set up Vision in the jungle, take away the camps, and get a clean reset off it appears.
Yeah, taking the camps as they go.
Quinn chasing down this Malphite here. Exhaust going on the Malphite. Can she get the kill? She does not.
I never noticed this Quinn had exhaust the whole time. She would have been probably getting more kills with the Ignite.
So suddenly we're in a game state where we were with 300 gold apart on either side, and now we have a 7k swing off of that Baron into the Ace into the double inhibs, and it seems like the game is in full control from La Espada.
Yeah, definitely what you want to see from red side.
Absolutely.
They could just walk down. They could just walk down with the siege minions.
Absolutely.
Just take whatever they want.
Does look like they are starting to group towards top side. The only inhibitor that is not down. Possibly try and just get a 5-man push going.
They definitely want to take over their buffs as they go, and they're going straight to top lane. It seems.
Now you got double buffs on the Varus now. Again, we are at the point where if Ignition can hold it off, there is a lot of bounties to be cleaned up here. They have 2 dragons. There is a path that I see, an avenue where maybe they get some of this gold back if they really capitalize on a misplay, but
I would say Quinn
order.
And Diana need to get a good flank off onto their back line.
I would have to agree with you. And at this point, with the Varus being as strong as he is, he has almost 3 items in the Anivia. Who are you focusing right now? So we have the slow siege coming from La Espada. Super minions are starting to hit the base. We're going to have double supers hitting the bottom wave right about now. Ooh, big burst and heal coming out of Ignite the Ice.
Yeah, Sivir just getting poked out now. She's back, but they're re-engaging as their Sivir's gone.
Oh, and the Zonia
This would be a perfect engagement.
Oh, and the Volibear is going back. they did trade 1 kill back here. Tower is back up and firing away. Overall, a 2 for 2. But now Malphite is stuck on the wrong side of a wall. Quinn flashing
gets
over on the
exhausted.
Varus, but gets exhausted. Mumu just
That is
on
so sad.
point. That Nautilus all going back in. Oh my goodness. And suddenly we went from a 2 for 2 to a 5 for 2.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna be the game.
Yeah, clean game from Espada.
Yeah, and props to Mumu really being on point and knowing when to pop that exhaust.
Yeah, I would say they Ignite the Edge really did their best with their early rotations and getting the roams off. But it was just, I feel like the Quinn pick, if the Quinn pick was different, it would have been a different game, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. Let me exit game here.
Yeah, I kind of lagged out.
All right. Man, what an action-packed game, back and forth all the way through. I really, up to the 20-minute mark, you really didn't know who was winning that game.
Well, they had a lot of good engages on the Varus, but I feel like the Varus wasn't the issue at the end of the day. It was definitely that Anivia Volibear.
Yeah, definitely. And it kind of brings up the question, man. If the focus on the would have gone on the Nivea a little bit earlier in the game, I wonder if it would have gone a different direction, but it's just impossible to know that.
Yeah, they got good roams off on the Anivia. I feel like that put her behind a little bit, but it just, just for naught.
Right, right.
All right, so we're gonna head into the interviews.
Believe. I don't know, who are we bringing in?
Should be
Oh,
Complex.
we are
Yo,
bringing in the
hey,
team
what's up?
captain from La Espada Complex. Congrats on your win.
Yo,
How do you
thank
feel?
appreciate it. Feeling pretty good. Not feeling as good as my boy Kip though. Dude dressed up. He's looking snazzy for this. Yo, you guys gotta see this, man. Dude's wearing a full tuxedo, looking
Oh,
good.
really? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
dressed his best today.
So,
They
Absolutely.
wanted to look professional for this game, huh?
Oh, I know. I actually wanted him to come in here to interview just so you guys would see him, but hey,
oh,
it's
that
all
would have been a
good.
treat. But hey, we have you here right now. So run us through that draft. Did you? How did draft go? Let's start there. Did you feel like you got what you wanted in the order that you wanted it, or were there any surprises in the draft? How did that go?
So that draft went pretty much exactly as planned, at least for what their picks were going to be. Um, I was feeling really confident. The moment I saw the Sivir, then I saw Diana, I was like, watch, look, this whole thing's just going exactly as we had predicted. We did a lot of game prep for this one, and I mean, it was right down to the Quinn. I thought there was a chance they would pull it out, so we left that Volibear be a flex for 5th pick. And the
Hmm.
moment I saw that Quinn, I knew that's the Malphite counter
Yeah,
pick right
straight into
there.
Malphite.
Yep.
Absolutely,
Well planned
absolutely.
out.
Very,
Thank you, man.
very interesting to see you save that last pick for your top laner, who was a sub, and I gotta say, for being a sub, it played really well there. Did you guys? How were comms? Did they all feel comfortable? Did the team as a whole feel comfortable, even through the points in the game where maybe it wasn't going that? I don't know if you realize this, but up until about 22 minutes into the game, there was only 500 gold separating your two teams.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a little bit more of a closer game than we wanted initially. Um, we weren't necessarily expecting the Quinn to get the early lead. Comms were pretty good. I mean, there were a few, shaky moments with the sub. You never really know. But we were pretty comfortable with Vayne. We've played with him many times before. He was initially going to be our top laner for the league, and just work schedule didn't really work out. And then we brought in
Mm.
Foja. So plugging him back in, it was very, very easy for us to transition back to that, and he fit in really well. And overall, I mean, the fact that the game was so close, it definitely made it a little bit of a nail biter down until probably that mid lane play where we got the flash onto the Lux and ended up
Mhm.
killing her, and then Diana jumped in. Pretty much the
Yeah.
moment all of that happened, we knew that the game was in the bag and we had it.
Yeah, that was definitely a questionable flash all. It looked great until you realize no follow-up damage is coming to help the
Yeah, there was
the
nothing for
Diana.
Especially with the exhaust. Karma had exhaust, and I don't think he was expecting that. Exhaust did
Yeah.
pretty much all of his damage,
Mhm.
and just
Speaking of
just made it pretty
exhaust,
easy after that.
it did seem like Mumu was doing a great job supporting you in that bottom lane. A couple of clutch exhausts. I can count 3 or 4, not 3 outside of just that Diana mid lane. The one right there at the end, and the Quinn in the bottom at the fight at the bottom lane outer turret. It did seem like Mumu really had your back there.
Yeah, Mumu was doing a very good job of supporting me. You know, he always does. The dude's the goat. Wouldn't want anybody else with me down there in the bot lane. And yeah, I mean, going in today, I mean, I really wanted to be more aggressive in this bottom lane. I wanted to harass them a lot more and poke them a lot more. But I mean, Nautilus, you know, there's always a threat that Nautilus is going to go in, but they were very, very passive and kind of absent from the lead, from the lane most of the time. Yeah.
Should go. Just like
Yeah. Yeah, it ended up just being a major farm lane, you know, because Nautilus just wasn't in the lane a whole lot for us, like poke him down and be more aggressive. So, you know, we just had to let Sivir shove waves in. I'll catch the wave, and then we'll just look to try to make plays elsewhere. Diana kind of had my number always going for me in bot lane, so it made it a little bit sketchy trying to walk forward.
Yeah. But it did seem like even though Diana was focusing you down, making your life a little bit miserable. Carnage or not? Yeah, Carnage. Let's talk about him. He was right there pumping the damage. I really didn't get a chance to look at the damage graphs at the end of the game, but it seemed like he really was popping off in those fights.
Yeah, I'm at the graphs. It's just Carnage all around the board.
Yeah, dude. Carnage is insane. I've been saying it for a while now. You know, the dude's got a crazy champ pool. He can play most styles that we need him to play. He can play a carry, play the control mage, can play even supportive. You know, so I'm very, very happy with how he's been doing and whatnot. The Anivia was a bit of a new pick for him. He's played it before, but he hasn't put as much practice into it. But I knew for this week that was something that we wanted to do. You know, I had a friend give me some advice and told me that Anivia was really strong right now. So, you know, we wanted to pull out that Anivia pick. Yeah, we wanted to pull it out. It was strong into his champ pool, and, you know, it was exactly as expected.
Well, definitely. It showed. It looked like you guys put in a lot of prepping. Congratulations on your win. Definitely celebrate. That was well done.
Yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I think my boy Kip's going to come in here and show you guys the fit.
Yeah, all right. We look forward to seeing it.
All righty.
Aiden wants to bring him in.
Let's see. All right, Kip.
Let's get that cam on.
Let's see the fit, man. Let's see it.
Go ahead, Kip.
Oh, there we go.
Swagging the whole setup. Yeah, give us a twirl.
Give us a twirl. Yeah. Go ahead.
There we go, my man. It's my boy Kip right there.
Wow, is that tailored on the back too? Really flexing in the jungle.
Yo, he got to live up to that title, man.
Job interview. Prepping ready for this game.
Dude.
He looks like he's about to ask me what card I.
This man is LCS ready. I'm telling you.
There he is.
All righty. Thank you guys very much. We do appreciate it. And thank you for taking time out of your day to do this for us.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you, man. Take care.
All right, Kip. Your pretty face. You
All
have
right.
to go now.
Yeah. See you guys.
So 0 kills. Any closing comments on that game?
No, it was like just as expected. I mean, when you draft when you draft Quinn and Lux, I mean, it's gonna get punished. But I mean, overall, I mean, good game from both sides. I mean, valiant efforts overall.
Very close game, fun to watch. A heck of a game. It really felt like both teams really fought their hearts out.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, do we have another? I think we do have another game after this game. So
yeah, there is a game tomorrow. It's gonna be my team versus DBZ.
Is there any other games this evening?
Royal Vagabonds versus DBZ.
Okay, well, that's it from us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, ABG. Glad to be here.
Off.